Hi, it's India with NIU, ready to do section 4, running the numbers. Our objective for this section is going to review buyer's percent, discuss the formula for MAO, and review how to calculate the maximum available offer. These are some need-to-know vocabulary words. Buyer's percent is going to be the discounted percentage that buyers expect to receive for distressed homes. ARV is going to be the after resale value of a home after it's renovated. MAO is going to stand for our maximum available offer. This is the maximum amount that you can offer while staying within the parameters of the rehab, your assignment fee, and the buyer's percentage. The average ARV is going to be the average after resale value of all the homes or comps that are in the same area that have been sold. Big ticket repairs are going to be repairs that will cost a lot of money to fix. Something like the roof or ductwork, foundation, gutting the house, if it needs new floors or updating in the kitchens and bathrooms. These are going to be big ticket repairs. The buyer's profit is going to be the profit that the buyer will make after renovating and selling the property. And the offer price is going to be the offer amount that you plan on offering the property for. Buyer's percentage. Imagine you're selling a dirty apple to a cash buyer. The cash buyer plans to clean and resell the apple for profit, but he pays you for finding them. Because the cash buyer is buying the apple dirty, she or he expects a percentage of the price to be discounted. This percentage is known as the buyer's percent. This example works the same with wholesaling. The cash buyer expects distressed homes to be sold at a discounted percentage. This discount is known as the buyer's percent. The buyer's percent is going to differ in many areas, so it may be different from state to state. So you want to ask around or try to get a grasp by talking to different sellers or cash buyers and see what the general buyer's percent around the area is for you. Around my area, it's around 70%. MAO formula. So the maximum available offer formula is a formula that we use to calculate the maximum available offer. It's going to be your ARV times the buyer's percentage in your area minus repairs minus your assignment fee. We use the MAO formula when we're trying to discover the MAO, and we also use it in our maximum available offer calculation. In this particular slide, I'm going to show you guys our maximum allowable offer calculator. And as you can see at the top, it's pointing to ARV. This is going to be where you input the value for our ARV. Under this is the buyer's percent that's already going to be placed in the calculator, so you won't have to worry about that unless your buyer's percentage in your area is different from 70%. Next is going to be the repair value or the rehab fee. This is going to be the amount or average amount that it will cost to renovate your property or for the cash buyer to renovate the property. Below that is going to be your assignment fee. Across from assignment fee, you're going to see the MAO. This is going to be the maximum available offer. This is going to calculate itself after everything in the blue has been filled out. So basically with our calculator, all you have to do is input the values in the blue and it's going to give you the maximum available offer. It's that easy. On the right side of our MAO is going to be our average square feet for the property. For this particular property, the square footage was $1,789. Once we put in our asking price, it's going to give us the value on the right, which is our price per square foot, which is also going to help us determine an accurate rehab fee for this property. Big ticket items. This was one of the vocabulary words that we saw in a few slides before this. These are going to be the amount of items that need to be fixed that are huge problems in the house. For example, the roof needs to be redone. Maybe there's foundation issues, or particularly needs updates in the kitchen as far as appliances goes. This can be many things, big issues with the house. This value on the right is going to stay at 0.2 unless you have a very large amount of big ticket items. So 3 or 4, you'll want to input those values in the blue. Comps. So for this particular section, you're going to see that these are where the comps are going to be. This is the square foot of the comp in the first column. In column H, you're going to see the name of the property. In column I, you're going to see the year. In column J, you're going to see the type, whether it's fully renovated or not renovated, and the price sold for that particular property. On the right side of that, you're going to see the price per square foot, the average price per square foot, and the suggested average ARV. And that's going to give us the ARV to put in the blue. Lastly is the offer price. This is going to be the amount that you're going to offer the seller. So you'll want to make sure that the numbers work, meaning you'll want to make sure that the offer price leaves enough room for the buyers to profit as well as for you to profit. When calculating MAO, you'll want to ask yourself these questions. Have I ran comps? What is the average ARV? What is the buyer's percent in my area? And what is the price per square foot for the property? As well as what is my desired assignment fee? You definitely want to know how much you want to get paid, and if this is an amount that's going to waiver for you or be adjustable, or if it's going to be set in stone and you're not going to change it no matter what the offer is for the property. In this short video, we're going to show how to calculate the ARV, MAO, and the rehab fee very quickly using our calculator. If you want a closer up, in detail version of this, or a full-length version, you'll want to click the video that was posted right before this one. Hey everyone, it's India with NIU Realty, and this is going to be a video on how to calculate ARV, your rehab fee, and your maximum allowable offer with our maximum allowable offer calculator. So you can do this really quickly with the calculator. It really makes things quick and simple. All you have to do is input the values, and you'll see that here shortly. The values that we already have in are from our last section, running the comps, and this is actually the same property. So the first thing you want to do is look at the values that you can put in right now. So one of those values is going to be our rehab fee. That's based off the square footage of the property, and I have these values already input. So basically we just have to determine whether this is a light, medium, or heavy repair. So looking at this property, I have it pulled up already. It looks like this has a pretty good roof, a pretty decent outside. It may need an update as far as like the color. The driveway looks pretty good. If they just get rid of this, these weeds and clean it up a bit, it can look really nice. If you can click through the pictures, you'll see that basically it just needs some updating. It looks like it needs new flooring, or you can get this re-stained. The floor looks pretty good. Some updating in the kitchen and the cabinetry. The bathroom needs updating, and as well as the basement. But it doesn't really look like there's too many structural issues with the property. Just looks like it needs a little bit of a facelift. So we're going to go back to our calculator, and we're going to go through the options. Basically, it's not a light update, since it does need some updating in the kitchen as far as the bathroom and the appliances goes. But they think this is pretty good. It has a good roof and it needs updating. It's more of like a medium repair. It's not really a heavy repair, which I would consider distressed, meaning there's big issues like structural issues, the roof needs to be updated, and big ticket items. So since it's a medium repair, it looks like our estimated rehab cost will be around $35,780. Perfect. The next section would be our assignment fee, so we'll put that in as well. Let's just put $5,000. Our asking price was a price that I got when we saw the property in our running the comp section. So if you want to know how I got that price, go ahead and look back at that video. It's going to be recommended at the end, as well as on our playlist on our homepage. So the offer price for this property was $279,000, and at 1,789 square feet, it looks like the price per square feet is $155.95 per square foot. Now, if you look at your comps, you can tell that the price per square feet for these properties is around 147 and 163, which is really close to our price per square foot. So that just lets me know that this property is a little bit overpriced because it's going for about the same amount as a renovated property would go. Even though they're a little less, actually it's going for more. They sold around $188,000 and our seller is asking for $279,000, which just won't work. All right, so with our price per square feet, you're going to want to select that part of the formula. Usually you'll have all of these filled in, but since we just have these two, we just needed the total average of these two price per square feet. Now to give us the average price per square foot, the suggested ARV, that's going to give us the average ARV using these two comps. Now, like I said, of course, you would have more, but just for the sake of this video, we're just going to use these two, which gives us an average ARV of 278,339 square feet. That's going to be our after resale value for this property at the square footage that we have. So, meaning the average cost per square foot for these properties is like multiplied to our square footage is going to give us that ARV. All right, so now we have our maximum available offer. It's already calculated for us at $154,057. That's the maximum amount that we can offer with a buyer's percent at 70, a rehab fee around $35,000, an assignment fee of $5,000. And if you guys want to round up, you can. So let's just say it's at $35,780. You can round your rehab fee to $40K. It never hurts to round up, which would leave our maximum offer at $149,000. So with it originally being at $154,000, I like to go a little bit below the maximum offer. So let's say $145,000 would be our offer price for this property. That would put our cash buyer's price at $150,000. Our buyer's profit at $128,339 after resale. And that's pretty much it. That's how you calculate the ARV, rehab fee, and the MAO. You kind of have to work backwards to get the ARV, but as soon as you get that value, you'll have your maximum available offer. And if you guys want to see the rest of this video, or if you guys want to see an up-close version of this video, feel free to click on the video that was posted right before this, or it will be suggested at the end of this video. Hey, alright, so try it yourself. So for this property, I just kind of wanted you guys to get a idea of what these properties look like. So on our left, we're going to have our original property. It's going to be distressed. They're going to be asking $100,000. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 844 square feet, and it was built in 1932. It's 0.5 miles away. So I'm going to ask a few questions, and I want to see if you guys can get the answers for these. So according to these properties, which property would you pull the ARV from? So for this property, we have two comps, a moderately renovated property that's 0.6 miles away. It sold at $132,000. It's 3 bed, 2.5 bath. It's 934 square feet, and it was built in 1938. And on the other hand, we have a fully renovated property that sold at $245,000. It's only 0.3 miles away, but it's 1,002 square feet for this property. So which one of these would you pull the ARV from? So for this property, I would pull the ARV from I would either take the average ARV for these properties, or I would pull it from comp 1 because that's closer in square footage. The other one is a little far in square footage. It's 1,002 square feet, so it's a little more than I would personally like, but if there were no other comps in the area, I would still use comp 2 for the ARV. Which one of these properties would not qualify as a comparable, and why? So comp number 2 is the property that would not count as a comparable because this property is 3 miles away from our original property. This property is not considered a comparable because it's quite a bit away, while the other one is only 0.6 miles away. Which one of these properties would not count as a comparable? So for this property, the first comp would not count as a comparable because this property is extremely large in square footage compared to our property. So this wouldn't be the proper property to use for our ARV because they're not similar in the aspect of size. And that's the end of section 4, running the numbers. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please give a check out on how to calculate MAO, ARV, and rehab fee in seconds in our last video. I will post it at the end for you guys to click. Our next section is going to be how to contact listing agents for on-market deals. Please stay tuned for future videos for that. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are needing access to our MAO calculator, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to us via our email or TikTok or any of our social medias. We look forward to seeing you in the next section. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.